Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly do that now. Thank you so much. So yeah, we are back to Twist of Faith because why not? So someone asked me that why do they change Prachi's voice? Like Prachi's voice was sounding differently from what it was at the beginning of the series. And maybe the reason was that maybe the person that was doing voiceover for Prachi before had some issue or something. So they had to change the voice. And if you notice, the voice they are using for Prachi right now is the same voice they are using for Rukaya in Joda and Akbar. And the very first time I heard that voice was in Mehek. That voice was actually used for Mehek and it suits Mehek perfectly. And if you check Rukaya's voice as well in Joda and Akbar, it actually suits Rukaya as well in Joda and Akbar. But that voice for Prachi, no for me. That voice doesn't even suit Prachi at all. And if you check very well, you see that even Shahana's voice was changed, but it didn't really show because the voice that was changed for Shahana actually matches her voice before. But that's not where we are going today. So where we are going today is the update of Twist of Faith. So this update is an upcoming episode, probably. So keep watching. Maya comes to Salonis' house and Salonis sees her through the eyeball of the door and she thinks that she will make Maya cry like she had made her cry and she opens the door. Maya says that she wants to talk to Saloni and Saloni says that she knew that Maya wants to talk to her but she doesn't want to talk to Maya. But now Maya is here, then she should say whatever she wanted to say and leave. Maya says that she knows that Saloni had lied about Ranbir because she was not molested. And Saloni asks that so what? And if Maya had come to give her a word because she knows that Ranbir did not molest Maya too. And Maya must have done everything she did to earn money. And Maya says that it is true that she did everything for money and even Saloni is doing the same. Saloni says that she is doing this for her revenge and Maya says that she came to make a deal with Saloni and Saloni will not go to the police station again and Maya offers her money but Saloni demands for more money than Maya is offering her and Maya says okay and that Saloni will get the money by 12 in the afternoon and Maya sits in her car and leaves. Ria calls Maya and tells her that she is outside her house with the money. Maya asks her to wait and says that she is coming and Ria thinks that she has to wait for Maya now because Prachi has ruined her life. But it is okay because Prachi would go away from their life soon. Saloni calls Prachi and tells her that everything has happened as she said. And Prachi asks if Maya offers Saloni money and Saloni says yes and everything has happened as Prachi had said. Prachi asked Maya to tell Saloni that she would go to the police station if Maya did not give her the money and Saloni says that she told Maya that already and she will go to the police station at 12:15 p.m. and Prachi asked Saloni to do as she said and she ends the call. Ranbir asked that from where did Prachi learn these tricks and how did Prachi know that this would happen. Prachi says that this case will be solved today because Maya said that she would give money to Saloni and Saloni would be with Maya in her house and Maya might get irritated or get angry. And Prachi asks Ranbir to stop the car because they are in Maya's house and Ranbir says that he was lost in Prachi's talk and he did not see Maya's house on time and Prachi get down from the car. Ranbir says that he did not like Prachi at first and Prachi says same here and Ranbir said that he likes Prachi now but Ranbir says not same here and Prachi asked Ranbir to go to Saloni's house and take the video. Maya and Ria get inside the house and Maya tells Ria about Saloni's demand but Ria tells Maya that why is she telling her now because she only brought Maya's money and not for Saloni. Prachi comes there calling Maya and Ria hides hearing Prachi coming and a toy circle falls down and Prachi gets alerted. Maya scolds her servant and Prachi tells Maya that they should go to the police station to keep watch on Saloni's statements and Prachi says that she wanted to drink water and Prachi sees Ria Sanders. Maya says that she would give the water to Prachi and she gives Prachi the water and Prachi thinks that her doubt is confirmed now. Maya gives Prachi water and Prachi thinks that surely someone is with Maya and Maya gets Ria's message that she is taking the money for Saloni and asks her to call her. Prachi observes Maya and Ranbir sees Ria in her car on the signal but Ria lies to Ranbir that she is taking the car to the mechanic and Ranbir offers to drop her but Ria says that she is a big girl now and she can manage and Ranbir leaves. Abhi comes to the office and Vikram tells him that he is changing the look of Ranbir's office, and he asks if he should also get Abhi's office done as well. But Abhi says no because Ria has done Alia's office renovation, and the employee standing there says that he has renovated her room and she likes it, and Abhi recalls Alia and Ria's lies, and this confirms his doubt and he leaves. Maya tells Prachi that she will bring something for her to eat and she goes inside. Prachi thinks that Maya might have gone to call the person who is with her, and she thinks that maybe the person is going to meet Saloni, and she calls Ranbir to inform him. Maya calls Saloni and tells her that her friend is coming to give her the money, but Saloni asks that who is the friend, but Maya says that her friend is very popular in the college, but Saloni did not know her. Prachi tells Ranbir that she has seen that person's shoe and asks him to take the video. Ranbir says that he is standing outside and he will meet Saloni, and Prachi says best of luck and ends the call. Saloni opens the door and Ranbir introduces himself, and Saloni says that she has heard so much about him, and Ranbir says is it about molestation, but Saloni says that she heard something good about him and that he is handsome and a good football player. Ranbir thanks Saloni for her help and says that he is going to make video of the person coming to give her the money. Saloni sees someone coming and makes Ranbir eyes behind the door, but Ranbir tries to look at the person, which was Ria, but he couldn't see the person. Pragya calls Abhi while making coffee and records their moment together, and she thinks that why is his number disconnecting at one ring, and she thinks to talk to Purab and thinks that maybe Abhi doesn't want to talk to her. Ranbir tries to peep inside and thinks that why is the person not saying anything. Ria asks Saloni to come to her car to get the money and says that she will close the door by herself, and she looks at the door and closes it, but she couldn't see Ranbir. Abhi comes to Alia's office and thinks that why did she give so much money to Ria because the office has already been renovated. Abhi sees Alia and Ria's photo frame and he thinks that why did Alia give so much money to Ria, and he thinks to ask Ria. Ria thinks that Saloni has seen her face and she has taken the big risk, and she thinks to undo Saloni. Saloni asks that who is Ria, but Ria says that what is important is what she is going to say and not who she is, and Saloni says that she feels that she knows Ria. Ria says that she looks so famous but she is not, and Saloni asks that why did Ria got her house locked. Ria says that because maybe someone is hiding inside and wants to record the video of them together, and Ria gives Saloni the money and asks her not to go to the police station again, but Saloni asks Ria to wait and she took Ria's picture and she was about to run, but Ria sees Ranbir's car and says that Ranbir called her and said that he is locked inside Saloni's house, and she asks if Saloni locked anyone in her house. Saloni thinks that maybe Ria is Ranbir's friend, then why is she giving money from Maya's side? And Ria thinks that Saloni's face is saying that Ranbir is inside her house, and Ranbir thinks that he couldn't see the girl's face and he knocks on the door and he searches for the keys, but Saloni opens the door and gets inside, and she tells Ranbir that the girl is his friend and they both ran outside. Saloni says that the girl said that Ranbir called her and said that he was locked inside, and Ranbir says that who is that girl, and Saloni says that she has taken the girl's picture, and Saloni looks for her phone but it was missing, and Saloni asks that where is her phone. Ria was in her car and she thinks that Maya is not picking the call, and she thinks that who might have told Ranbir to keep an eye on Saloni's house. Ria thinks that it must be Prachi and she thinks that this is a big game and Prachi must have sent Ranbir there and it was their plan to trap she and Maya, and she thinks that if Prachi traps Maya, then she would also be trapped and she will be exposed, and she hopes that she never gets exposed. Saloni searched for her phone and she finally saw the phone kept somewhere and she gave it to Ranbir and asked him to see the girl's picture. But Ranbir says that how is this possible because all the photos are deleted from Saloni's phone. Saloni also asks that how is it possible, and she remembered Ria holding her hand and taking her phone while acting as if she was falling, and then asking her to call Ranbir, and while Saloni goes, Ria deleted the pictures and the flashback ends. Saloni realized this and tells Ranbir and says that she is leaving Delhi and she can't help him anymore. But Ranbir asks Saloni to tell him how the girl looks, and Saloni says that the girl was hot, but Ranbir says that many girls look hot, so that description is not enough. Ria got to Maya's house and hears Prachi asking her if she is saying the truth, because she feels that Saloni is not saying the truth, and whatever she had told her now doesn't seem right. Rhea thinks that if Maya handles the situation, then they can be saved, and she thinks that her plan has failed. Prachi asks that why would Saloni lie, and Maya says that maybe Saloni is lying for money just like her, and Prachi tries to record the video while Maya says that everyone is not a victim like her, and Prachi says that maybe Maya is right, and Prachi says that she would like to leave. Ranbir talks to Prachi and says that the girl is too smart and she couldn't let him see her face, but Prachi asks Ranbir not to worry because she has recorded the video of Maya's confession. Rhea comes to Maya's house and says that she heard everything that she said, but she wants to tell Maya that Ranbir and Prachi are working together, and Ranbir did not tell her that he is working with Prachi. Rhea says that she has to stop Prachi because Prachi has recorded Maya's conversion, and Rhea takes Maya's car keys and tells her that they have to stop Prachi. Prachi was in a tricycle and she switched on and off her phone because of network. Rhea asks Maya to call Prachi and Maya calls Prachi, but her number was not going through, and Maya tells Rhea that Prachi's phone is off. Rhea asks if Maya doesn't want to talk to Prachi, and Maya calls Prachi again and tells her that she has forgotten her earrings, but Prachi checks her earrings and says that her earrings are with her, and Maya asks that where is she, and Prachi says that she is crossing jam path now, and Rhea sees Prachi and says that they would cause Prachi's accident with her car so that she is kicked out from Ranbir's life. Abhi was on his way and he thinks that there is something that is not right, and he thinks that Rhea might not have asked him for the money because she must be doing something wrong that Aliyah must have taught her, and he calls Rhea and thinks that Aliyah is creating many problems for Rhea. Rhea's number was not going through and Abhi calls Pragya and thinks that why is she not picking the call. Abhi said that he doesn't know that a wrong number was saved as Pragya, and he sees Pragya's number and he calls her and he gets down on the road. Pragya hears Abhi's voice and she thinks that if this is his voice. Abhi sees Pragya on the road and he runs calling her, but Pragya sits in the cab and leaves, and Abhi quickly sits in his car to follow Pragya's cab. Prachi asks the driver to drive fast and Rhea was behind a tricycle and she hits the tricycle. Prachi's phone and bag falls down and Abhi sees the accident happening on the tricycle, and he stops his car and comes to the tricycle and he sees Prachi and he asks if she is fine. Prachi says sir, and Rhea sees Abhi and she ran away in the car and she tells Maya that Abhi is her father. Abhi asks Prachi if she is fine and gives some money to the tricycle driver for his treatment, and he then ties his handkerchief on Prachi's hand, and Rhea comes back to the tricycle covering her face, and she steals Prachi's phone and deletes the video before anyone could see her, and Prachi takes her bag and looks for her phone, and Rhea secretly keeps the phone back and Prachi takes the phone and leaves with Abhi in his car. Rhea was coming to Maya, but Ranbir sees her and asks her to come with him to buy puja stuff. Prachi asks Abhi if he is not upset with her for giving statement against Ranbir. Abhi says that Ranbir is a good guy and he is not asking for her or Ranbir to like each other. Prachi asks Abhi to take her to Ranbir's house and says that she will tell everyone that she is with him and not with Maya, and she was trying to prove Ranbir innocent, and she asks Abhi to take her to Ranbir's house. Ranbir and Rhea were in the car and Rhea recalls seeing Abhi tying handkerchief on Prachi's hand and she gets emotional. Ranbir asks Rhea what happened, but Rhea said that nothing, and Ranbir says that he has known Rhea since childhood and he asks her to tell him what is wrong. Rhea says that since Ranbir knows her so well, then why is he with Prachi even though she ate her? Rhea says that she is very afraid about Ranbir and she feels that Ranbir can go away from her, but Ranbir says that nothing can happen to him and Maya cannot do anything to him because Prachi is with him and not with Maya, and Prachi trusts him and he is with Prachi so that she gets to know about her intention. Ranbir says that he is telling Rhea alone because this is Prachi and his secret, and Rhea says that she is happy that Prachi is with Ranbir, and Ranbir says that Prachi got solid proofs against Maya and she will bring it home, and Rhea thinks that Prachi is still holding some importance in Ranbir's life and she has to do something to make Prachi go away from Ranbir's life finally. Vikram asks Pallavi to make tea and Mira asks Pallavi to put clove in the tea. The doorbell rings and Mira opens the door and sees Prachi and Abhi. And Abhi asks Prachi to come inside and Vikram asks that who has come. Abhi says hi Vikram and Pallavi asks that what is Prachi doing here. Prachi says Pallavi's name, but Pallavi asks Prachi not to dare say a word and says that Abhi can forgive her but everyone else will not. Pallavi says that Vikram will not fire Prachi from job, but they will be professional now and personal touch is over between them. And Prachi tries to talk, but Aliyah says that she can scold Prachi more. But Abhi stops Aliyah and asks Prachi to take a stand for herself. Aliyah asks that what is the need for clarification, and Abhi says that Prachi is a stupid girl for thinking that she can undo everything alone, because if she had asked him to help her, then things would have been different now. And Ranbir and Ria comes there, and Ranbir asks that what is happening. Thank you all so much for watching till the end. Please, if you like the video, please kindly give it a like, and please share and comment. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.